Let's go back to our leading story now, where the ANC here in Gauteng has convened a two-day Lekgotla where issues around local government coalition agreements will be atop the agenda. And for this discussion, we've roped in socio-political commentator Mr. Sandile Gumede to weigh in on the ANC as well as its current state here in the Gauteng province. Sandile, thank you so much for your time. Firstly, let's define the current state of the ANC here in Gauteng. They are dealing with so much, from service delivery-related challenges to internal factional battles that continue to further erode the party and create further divisions. The very principle they are trying to campaign under, which is unity, completely in tatters. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Alicia, and your viewers at home.
Yes. Go ahead, sir.
Yes. It's very much expected for the ANC to try and try to find common ground before their elective, their provincial elected, which is likely to be around May. So it's very important for the party to be united going to the conference. But as the history has taught us, we know that that is not likely to be the case, as people are trying to position themselves to win, depending on which slate they are coming from. While facing those internal squabbles, they also have to deal with serious issues of service delivery. And we know that our cities, not only in Gauteng, but throughout the country, our cities are really grappling with issues of service delivery, and water being one of the major issue that is facing the country at the moment. So the ANC as one of the leaders of government, so they have to make sure that they do anything in their power to make sure that they continue to win the hearts of the people. But from 2016, especially if we talk about local government elections, we have been seeing them shedding votes, especially in key metros throughout the country. So Gauteng is one of the key areas where ANC, if they are not strong in that province, then they are likely to be not strong in other provinces as well. So Gauteng is very key in ANC gaining trust of the people. Mm-hmm. So they have to be united. So come the elective congress of the party in the province, so they have to show that they are united. They have to show that they are really focusing on resolving major issues of service delivery, mm-hmm. issues of water in Gauteng and so forth.
Sandile, I think for the interest of time, I mean, just while we're on that point, I mean, some of these issues and challenges that they are saying they're going to address now have been flagged even the previous 2025 State of the Province address, and they're still problematic. They're also deliberating on rebuilding public trust through renewed communication and community engagement efforts, which they say are guided by the 2025 ANC Lekgotla program of action. So does this mean they basically didn't follow up and deliver as per the previous goals? And how can then voters trust that this time around they will actually deliver?
I think that has been one of the challenges that the ANC has been facing over years, not just in Gauteng, but throughout the country. The issue of them talking about renewal, yet they're still using the very same people who have been in government for far too long, for the longest of time. Then one will then have to ask themselves, how are you renewing with the very same people who have been part of government and all that? And how are they going to do that? So they'll keep on having this, and this will become a rhetoric to the voters and the potential voters, because they have to also target potential voters or first-time voters in order for them, if they were to redeem themselves in terms of support in Gauteng. So those are some of the issues. But it's the same that we have been seeing even in national government. You have made promises. So you have to come up with a checklist of saying, last year this is what we promised. Last year this is what we undertook to deliver to the people. Have we done it? So there have to be a checklist so that people can really start to trust them. But if that is not the case, as we have seen that has not been the case. Instead, they've been having many, some will call it talk shops, because they keep on talking about one and the same thing, but the behavior doesn't seem to be changing from their own councillors or from their own leaders. So that is going to be the hindrance of them trying to reclaim key metros, especially in Gauteng and other provinces.
And they're talking in quite interesting tones there, Sandile, asking for an outright majority to deliver on these promises, while at the same time, Akin to be saying we are still willing to continue working with our current coalitions or whatever happens, of course, after the election. Sandile, thank you so much. Great analysis there. Mr. Sandile Gumede is a political commentator with his views on the current state of the ANC here in Gauteng as they convene the Lekgotla here in Gauteng this weekend.